Another key to that is don't go for complexity, go for simplicity. So even if you cook the same 2 or 3 things over and over and over again, all you need to do is buy 10 or 15 different sauces and seasonings, and you can make it a completely different meal every time.
Costco is your friend.
Yeah, there you go.
Welcome to the Longevity Unlocked podcast. We are your guide to optimizing your life one health tip at a time. We are not providing a replacement for medical advice. Please always consult your doctor before making any diet, exercise, medical, or lifestyle changes.
On this episode, we're going to dive into quick tips and tricks on how to eat fairly well if you're a very busy person, and we're going to break it down based on how much money you have to dedicate to this endeavor. We go from all the way from private chef to extremely tight budget and how to do it efficiently and effectively. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Longevity Unlocked. I'm Coach Kyle here with Dr. K, and we're going to talk about food when you are a super busy person, how to do it right but quick.
Osmosis.
You just absorb the food into your body?
Yeah, like that episode in SpongeBob.
Like you live on universe juice.
Yeah. Okay, before we go into that, you want to tell them about the podcast giveaways?
Yeah, podcast giveaways. We're calling it Easter egg sales. This is a shameless plug for us to try to get people to listen to our podcast. So we're going to give some stuff away on a random podcast every once in a while. We're not going to tell you how many that are going to be in between, but every once in a while, we're going to give some stuff away, and it's going to be pretty dang valuable. So if you listen and you catch it, you're the first one to call, you're going to get some stuff. There's going to be a code. There's some rules, but it's worth listening in.
So far, we've given away a free EBU, a free peptide of your choice, and a free Gains IV.
There we go. We'll give away something else sometime soon.
Okay, so food when you're busy. So that means like grab protein bar for breakfast, skip lunch, and like have 3 eggs and a steak for dinner. Sold.
That's maybe a bit aggressive. That's kind of like how I roll, but like I'm also one of those people that's like, do as I say, not as I do.
Okay, so longevity food pyramid. Let's start there.
Yeah. So you got vegetables, you got meat, healthy fats, complex carbs, fruit and sugar.
We broke it down in the previous episode. If you want more clarification, go back one episode.
Yep. How does it work when you're a busy person? I think we got 2 categories of people here, right? We got busy people on a tight budget, and we have busy people who are busy because they're running companies and they have plenty of budget.
Yep.
Do you want to hit on a tight budget or?
Let's do unlimited budget first.
Unlimited budget. Unlimited? That's a fun one. Hire a private chef.
I was just going to say that.
Boom. Done.
Yep.
Wrap it up.
Okay.
So, but honestly, like literally hire a private chef or hire a cook and give them the longevity food pyramid and then tell them to design you a meal plan and make sure you have all your food. And there it is. You're ready to rock.
Yes.
Let's take one step back from that. And let's say not unlimited budget, but finances
You
are
can
not
afford Whole Foods, but like not a private chef.
Yes. So this is where I would use a food service, right? There's a lot of them out there that focus on organic food, grass-fed, whatever's. But find one that tastes good to you. And I usually like using those as a lunch option because they piss me off if it's dinner. But that fills in the gap for one. So you could do even a breakfast and a lunch for a meal prep service. They deliver fresh every week. And then, generally try to cook a meal at home for dinner. I think that's probably a good middle ground.
Sure. So basically the answer to everyone's problem is food delivery service.
Yeah.
Why has no one thought of that?
Because it's expensive.
Okay, so what if you're at you can afford Whole Foods, but not meal delivery service? You're cooking. What do you do if you're cooking?
You're cooking. So, and then we'll go do real budget focused after that.
Yes, you're at only Aldi.
Yeah. So if we're cooking, we can't afford the meal delivery service. I think the best way to approach this is just efficiency with your life, right? So we talked about this in a previous episode a little bit on our series on weight loss. But don't worry about making complex gourmet meals. Just make meals that have the basics that taste good. How do you do that?
Crockpot.
Crockpot is a great one. You can prep it in the morning. While you're making your breakfast, you can probably skip lunch, and then you have all of your meals for the day basically done and ready to rock after about 20 or 30 minutes of effort in the morning.
Also, meal prep.
Yep.
Don't cook for today. Cook for today, tomorrow, next day. And sure, it might not taste as good by day 3, but it's still food.
Yeah. You can meal prep. You can meal prep on Sunday for a few days. You can meal prep some lunches. What I personally like to do, because meal prep kills my soul, is because I love food, is I make a big dinner and I don't eat all the dinner. And so we have lunch for the next day.
That works too.
So I like that tactic. Another key to that is don't go for complexity, go for simplicity. So even if you cook the same 2 or 3 things over and over and over again, all you need to do is buy 10 or 15 different sauces and seasonings, and you can make it a completely different meal every time.
Costco is your friend.
Yeah, there you go.
Just buy like the world's biggest bag of avocados. They'll all spoil in 3 days.
Oh, I don't think I've ever eaten an entire bag of avocados in time because they're not ripe, and then they're ripe for 12 minutes, and then they're bad.
You know, a really good business model to be like you're selling avocados in different stages of like rock hard to ready today, and like you mix bags together, but then they wouldn't get you to buy more avocados.
That's true.
You wouldn't be throwing out half of them. But anyway, okay. So what about if you are on a tight budget?
So this is where I like the bulk prep, right? If we are on a super tight budget, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do chicken, probably thighs, chicken thighs. We're going to do ground beef. We're going to buy them in bulk at Costco, Aldi, and we're going to do frozen vegetables, and we're going to do rice.
Throw it all in a frying pan and
mix it all up, and you can prep it for like the whole week. You can prep your lunches. You can prep your dinners. I'd probably do like, if you want to switch it up, you could do, alternating the chicken and the ground beef, but you can feed a family of 4 in a healthy, effective manner this way for extremely low dollars per week.
Yeah. Case of eggs for the breakfast and that for dinner, and you're good.
Yep. So that's how I would do it on a ultra low budget while still being busy.
Yep.
Other tips and tricks here are if you know you are so busy where you're not going to be able to do cooking or prepping, make sure you have a healthy meal replacement. This is where I think something like a very good high quality protein bar with real food ingredients comes in. A protein shake. Like if you get a protein shake that's done well, it'll have 3 ingredients in it, like whey protein, it'll have some stevia and probably some like chocolate flavor. Mix that with some milk. Yeah. Boom.
The other thing I'll point out, processed foods, while convenient, end up costing you way more, both in health and just monetarily.
Yeah, they are generally expensive. Like if you actually look at the raw ingredients of food.
Yeah. Look at a bag of chips. They're like $6 now.
Crazy.
They used to be like 50 cents.
Yeah, you can buy bulk ground beef for like $3 a pound. You can have 2 pounds of ground beef or a bag of chips.
And like a bag of like 2 pounds of like pre-made turkey patties, it's like $15. You can buy that whole thing and just make them yourself with some salt and pepper for like $6.
Yeah. So that's where the prep comes in. Like if you have 1 day a week and you're on an ultra tight budget, prep the heck out of it, buy the raw ingredients and just plan out the week.
Yep.
That's food on a super busy schedule. Done fairly well.
Yep.
Thank you for joining us on Longevity Unlocked. I'm Coach Kyle.
We'll see you guys next time.
This podcast is not medical advice, and any information taken from this episode should be discussed with your medical provider and not be a replacement for a consultation. We disclaim any responsibility for any possible adverse effects from information taken from the episode.